None of us are worthy for what Jesus did for us. But the truth is, he made us worthy, and he did it anyway. Fact could say that this Bible is just a book. But the truth is, this Bible is life. The truth of the matter is, it's the only book ever written that don't change. The only one. Everything else on this earth is history. This is truth.
That's it. Amen.
That's a fact.
Yes.
This never changes.
Amen.
This will sustain time by itself. The truth is this Bible don't need no introduction. The truth is this thing will walk and talk and preach by itself. And no matter what somebody's denomination or belief is, the truth is they know this is the truth. Why would you fight against something if it wasn't the truth?
Amen.
Why would you come up with so many different versions to try to say almost the same thing this is saying? Try to tweak what's in here to do what you want to do. But the truth is, you got to come back to this Bible.
Yeah.
Because in the end, out of all Confucius and all these other wannabe false people who don't even have the right for me to call their names, Jesus' word is going to stand by itself.
All by itself.
So without further ado, tonight I got a treat for you.
My God.
And I thank God for her, because she's literally, people, God, she's been waiting for a long time to really get up here and preach. Not necessarily preach, but just speak what God gave her.
Yeah.
And I believe, Vaughn said, he said that because you got so many old school churches, they don't believe in women being able to stand in the pulpit, but yet the preacher that's running the pulpit is dirty as nails.
Come on.
If Mary was good enough to give birth to Jesus, she ought to have the right to speak about it. So without further ado, I'm going to bring my wife, who is my rib, the straw in my coffee, up here, and let her give us what God gave her, none other than Evangelist Daniel Williams.
Praise the Lord, everyone.
Sit down here and let you handle
The Lord has
business.
not endowed me to be able to just speak. He has me to write it all down. So I'll speak what he gave me. Thank you, Jesus. Giving honor to God, head of my life, to Pastor Freeman, Lady Freeman, to my husband, Pastor Wells, to the congregation. I'm honored be standing before you on this evening. You may be seated. I bless God for this honor, and I'll just get right into it. Father God, use me, oh God, as your willing vessel, as your servant, oh God. Lord, word my mouth even on this evening, even as you have already given me the thing to say. Lord, come in this place right now, oh God. Open the ears and the hearts of your people, oh God, so the words may not follow deaf ears, oh God, but follow ground, oh God. Lord, let this word be a fruit into the bellies of your people, oh God, that it may go out and reach the people out there, oh God. They may speak it again, oh God. Not just stay here, that they may go out and teach to your people out in the world, oh God, so they may come to you, Father. Crucify me right now in the name of Jesus. And heal my flesh, oh God. Take away all fear and doubt in Jesus' name. I give you the praise. Amen.
Amen.
Speak, woman of God.
The title of this sermon is called To Betroth or Harlot.
Watch out now.
Woo-wee!
My God.
Watch yourself.
Pastor Freeman got into it with his words that he spoke just a little bit ago, and so you're going to hear it some more in this message. Okay? Now, I know that the title was a little bit much, but even in today's world, nothing is new under the sun.
That's right.
That's right.
They had harlots back then. They call it something different today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, enough said. You get where we're going with this,
Right
okay? Okay, I'm going to start with a little background of our characters today, and then we'll go from there. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
All right, Hosea. That's the book we're going to be in, so if you want to turn to it, you're going to have some notes you're going to be writing, some scriptures. Yes. Hosea, whose name means the Lord saves, and he is also the prophet. Wife, Gomer, the harlot / prostitute. Israel, the unfaithful, and God's wife. God, of course, the merciful one. Now I know on that last part you were probably thrown for a loop there, but just stay with me and I'll bring it all together, all right?
Okay.
We are going to be in the book of Hosea. Hosea is put in relation and comparison with how the Lord felt by how Israel was unfaithful to him.
My God.
In the same comparison by how Hosea is feeling and how he felt by having an adulterous wife. We all know God suffers when his people are unfaithful to him. Everyone repeat after me. Say, God cannot condone sin.
Woo.
But
My.
God will never cease to love his own.
God will never cease to love his own.
And he seeks to win back those who forsake him. All right?
All right.
God spoke in chapter 1, verse 2, saying,
The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredoms, departing from the Lord.
Amen. He said, Hosea, go
Yeah.
and take unto thee a wife of harlotry and her children, for the land where she come from committed great harlotry. The land we're talking about and speaking of is Egypt. Okay, and you can find the passage and the scriptures concerning that in Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 23 and 24, and also chapter 23. So he took Gomer, and she bore him a son, and God named the son Jezreel. God shows even through the parents that make messes. You know how we ask God for that man, and we know we see the red flag. So we ask God for that woman, and we see those red flags. And we're like, God, please, I just want him. I have to have him. I have to have her. And he's like, I know you see those red flags.
All right.
Okay?
Come on.
Okay.
My God.
But even though the parents may mess up, God is showing us that he can still use the children for greatness.
Uh-huh.
The things that come out of our belly, no matter what the parents do, God can still use our messes for greatness.
Yes.
Okay? It was said that God didn't command Hosea to marry an immoral wife, but permitted him to carry out his heart's desire.
Yeah.
Later, Gomer conceived a daughter and weaned her,
Uh-huh.
and then conceived another son, and all of that happened still in chapter 1, verse 6 through 9. Now, in chapter 2, this is a prime example of how people don't appreciate a good thing when they have it.
Uh-oh. My God.
That they give, that give and take method. You know, God gives us things, but we don't give anything. We keep taking and messing stuff up and not going about it the way he wants us to go about it.
Yeah.
Okay? God says to Israel, stop playing the harlot. Put away thy strange gods.
Yeah.
Because right now, she is not my wife.
Help us today.
My God.
Verse 2 says, plead with your mother. Plead. For she is not my wife. Neither am I her husband.
Wow.
Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and let her adulteries from between her breasts.
So what that scripture is saying is we ask God for things. We ask God to bless us. But yet we still want to continue doing
Come on.
Yeah.
the wrong things. We still want to continue living in sin, even though we know, Lord, please just cover your eyes. I'm just going to keep doing this over here.
Come on. All
Cover your eyes. I'm going to keep doing that over there. But no, his eyes are always seeing us, always looking at us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm paraphrasing. It says, and I am not her husband. He said, stop. But they said, no. I want to go back to my lovers that paid me for my services, that gives me my rewards.
Mm-hmm.
But God says in verse 8, chapter 2,
But she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof, and my wine and season thereof, and will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness.
said, I'm paraphrasing that part. You have it good over here, God is saying.
Mm-hmm.
I have everything you need over here. Everything is supplied for you. Okay? Over here. So stop what you're doing. And I will give you more than what they can pay you. But I don't understand how people of God, we see God giving us and providing for us that track record that he has. He's never failed us. He's never given up on us. But yet we have it. We find it so easy to continue to go back to those old ways. Did they stop? No. The evil nature and heart of man always to be defiant, and do the opposite of the right thing. The flesh of man is always warring against the spirit man. Amen.
My God. Amen.
To go back to that old man, your past sins. And your former life before you got saved. Doing the things that we became used to and comfortable with doing.
My God.
Playing the harlot.
Uh-huh.
So as you read in your leisure time, it says what the Lord will do to them for not obeying in verses 9 through 13 in chapter 2. Okay? So you can write those scriptures down. Chapter 2, verses 9 through 13. Marriage, people of God, is described in this text in the similarities of God and man, meaning God and Israel. In this case, just as the man and wife in the natural. All right? Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Go ahead, Evangelist.
Marriage includes love,
Love,
intimacy,
intimacy,
privilege, and responsibility, just as Pastor Freeman just said, accountability.
My
We
God.
want the rewards and the benefits, but don't want the responsibility
My God.
and
Wow.
accountability of the whole situation.
My God.
Breaking the text down, that is why it said in verse 2 of chapter 2, she is not my wife, because she kept wanting to go back to those old ways of doing things, even though God did all that he did for them
Mm-hmm.
in Egypt. You know what he did for them. She, meaning Israel, and I, not her husband. God is the husband. Israel is described as the wife of the Lord. So in layman's terms, because Israel did not want to stop what they were doing and defiling their bodies and the marriage bed, they were cheating on the Lord, plain and simple.
Yeah.
So God made a covenant with his people. I will be your God and you will be my people. But yet they could not be faithful to him. Even after God showed them miracle after miracle, saving them time after time, delivered them from the hand of their oppressor, fed them food from heaven, and so on. But yet they turned away from God, complained over and over again, never satisfied, then made idols, and sinned before God, committing all sorts of inordinate affections with each other. So in my spiritual imagination, Gomer couldn't handle being a housewife.
My God.
They say you can take the thug off the street, but you can't take the street out the thug. That's what they say. They say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. All right? So Gomer was like, I was out there doing my thing. I was out there making my money. I want to go back. I'm going back, is what she told her husband. All right? I can't do this one man wifey thing. She was telling her husband. Okay? This what was done to Hosea is and was how God felt and how he feels today when his people sin against him. We all know about that betrayal.
Yes.
Okay? When he felt betrayal, unloved, and not wanted, not respected, robbed of, robbed some of us. Some of us who have been married have been there in previous time where you felt you gave your time to this person. You gave and spent money on this person. You gave effort being with this person. For them just to leave? What?
Wow.
It's real checked up. There's no other way of putting it. Yes, that's how Hosea felt. But God is willing to forgive those who wants to be forgiven.
Amen.
Don't become disowned because of disobedience.
Yes, sir. That's good.
That is good.
And that's another message right there.
Sure is.
You can't expect to receive blessings, grace, and favor of God when we are, like in marriage, not keeping our vows.
Wow.
Or not keeping up your end of the bargain.
Wow.
And simply put, not keeping your promise, defiling the marriage bed, committing spiritual adultery.
My God.
God says to pray daily.
My God.
Get out of here.
Pray without ceasing. Are you keeping your vows? He says, study to show thyself approved. Are you keeping your end of the deal? He says, love your neighbor. Honor your parents. Have no other gods before him. Are you committed to your vows? So how can we tie Gomer and Hosea and God and Israel in with us? How many times have we played the harlot? Now, I'm not talking specifically about being a prostitute. Being a prostitute can mean many things. It is simply giving up something to gain something. In turn, like giving up integrity integrity living, or God's will living for sin living. Okay?